Hey guys, Kapi here. We still can't talk much about the English version alpha, so I shall briefly summarize the existing PvE and PvP content in the Swords of Legends online Taiwan server instead. So let's just start this off with the gear. Right off the bat, you probably heard of this before, but if not, it's worth noting. The game has PvE and PvP gear, which is separate. You have several quick slots on your profile with your gear sets, which you can swap freely between. So you don't need to worry much about having the right gear on, as it's instant swap. As a theme park MMO, it has plenty of PvP and PvE options, so it caters to all kind of players really. This pretty much means that you can spend your time doing mostly one or the other. PvP and PvE is well separated in this game, to the point where even gear enhancement materials are earned from each of them, PvP and PvP content, and PvE and PvE content. PvP content. What kind of PvP content can we expect over time in the game? 3 vs 3 ranked fights, instant battle arenas, 5v5, 11v11, 15 vs 15, faction PvP. There's the red and the blue faction. There's also a third faction which is yellow, which is the PvE faction that can only be killed with karma cost. Some areas have PvP always enabled, so it will be easy to find a fight in future updates. Open world PvP in certain areas in said future updates, where you will be able to flag up using karma. Careful not to go negative or else you'll end up in jail like in Black Desert. There is mini games and ways to then redeem yourself, so don't worry too much about it. Have fun guys. And last but not least, in PvP there's also guild versus guild battles. I'm not too sure about how this content works because I haven't participated in it, but I read somewhere that it's basically 100 versus 100 content during the weekend, so that sounds like a blast. Now what do you get for spending your time PvPing? Well, the arenas give rewards such as points which you can use to purchase better PvP gear. If you're a hardcore PvP player who despises PvE, then you can just farm PvP content and participate mostly in PvP content and still progress. The rankings have seasons like in other MOBAs and some MMOs. Each season unlocks better gear spikes, so do not worry when one ends. As the new season starts, you'll get to farm for even more materials to get stronger beyond your previous season's gear cap. PvE content. Now moving on, we have some of the PvE content. Leveling is pretty chill in Swords of Legends. The game has a linear questline, it's very fast in China and Taiwan, but it will most likely be a bit slow in the Europe and NA release. But you get to max level pretty easily either way, so just enjoy the game and don't worry too much about rushing. PvE dungeons with several difficulties. It's easy in easy mode, but when you reach high level you will want to do harder versions of the dungeons to farm for better gear. You will need other players for this. Dungeons are 5 to 10 players, but at release it's probably only going to be 5 players if we follow the same patches as the Taiwan server did. There will also be raids, which is between 10 and 20 players. I don't have much info on this as I never tried them, but it has several difficulties as well, just like dungeons, and it should be released at a later date if we follow the Taiwan schedule. Other content. To keep it short, I will just sum up 2 things. One is missions and the other is housing. Housing has interesting systems like rankings and the possibility to farm and improve your home over time. It has one of the most complete housing systems I have seen in an MMO. Life skills and professions have missions. You can treasure hunt, you can gather items, bounty hunt, cooking, fishing and more. It really has a robust life skill system and should entertain you when you're not busy fighting players and monsters. I really can't dig into much more as I would want to, as I do not have any experience with this part of the content. But do expect people to post guides in the coming weeks after the alpha test for the Forge Masters lifts the NDAs. And that's it for today folks, trying to keep things short. Peace.